Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today is not only the culmination of our season, it's the culmination of our series of Where Eagles Dare. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode 43 of Where Eagles Dare as we manage Crystal Palace for the FM26 Beta Save. My name's Mark, and on today, the penultimate episode of the series, we have just one game for you. It's going to be the highlights of the FA Cup final against Arsenal at Wembley. And the series is coming to an end. If you don't want it to come to an end, leave some comments down below. I am planning on continuing to play the save, and we will come back from time to time just to see how we are getting on and seeing whether we can go on to bigger and better things and continue to win things like the Premier League and so on and so forth. If you'd like to see a bit of a reincarnation of it at some point, then as I say, leave me a comment, but a new series will be coming along very, very soon. We haven't quite finalized exactly what yet, but it is in the making. Right, as we said, it is an FA Cup final day against Arsenal. Last time out, you'll remember we won the Premier League. If you haven't seen it or want to know more about that, then I suggest you go back and watch the last episode if you haven't already watched it. Today we are focusing on the FA Cup final, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at how both teams got through to the final. If I can work out, because it's not quite the same as it used to be, work out how this did it. We'll follow Arsenal's track first. I'm guessing. See, Arsenal are here. Where are Arsenal in the... here we go. Arsenal, third round. They beat Queen's Park Rangers by 2-0. In the fourth round, they beat Brighton by 2-0. And then they met Leicester in the fifth round. It was a 3-2 win against Leicester. A 4-0 win over Liverpool, a resounding win in the quarter-final. Got them a semi-final against Leeds United, a 2-1 win against Leeds United. And that's how they come to face us today. How have we done it? Well, we've done it this way, if I can find us. There we go. We beat Tottenham on penalties in the third round. Skin of our teeth. And that was a very tight one. Of course, beating them in the last game of the Premier League season. A 3-3 draw against Sunderland, another penalty shootout, another win, and we really were doing it. We needed to go a fifth round and not have any penalties, and we did, because we beat Ipswich 2-0. West Ham in the quarter-final by 3-0, and then we beat Newcastle in the semi-final 2-1, which ends up how we have faced Arsenal in today's match. And if we can, we'll just have a quick look. If we find ourselves, here we go. That game against Tottenham, as we say, it's not going to let us do it, but we won't push it that far to do. So previously against Arsenal, we've met them so far this series 4 times. We haven't won today. Let's hope today's the day. We've drawn 2 and lost 2. The 2-2 draw against Arsenal at their place in the Emirates Stadium way back when. And Newari and Gyökeres from the penalty spot. Kamvot and... so we're 2-0 down. And half-time, Kamvot and Mateta getting us back level 3 minutes into injury time. Then they came to Selhurst Park. Jeremy Pino after 30 minutes. Martinelli and 2 goals from Gyökeres put us to the sword. We lost that one. And then earlier this season at the Emirates, it was a 3-0, a thrashing. Saliba, Newari and Gyökeres. That man Gyökeres scores every time against us. And that's the Emirates earlier in the season, and then he didn't score in this one. Kai Havertz on 25 minutes after Mitchell had given us the lead on 13 minutes. So, can we go and get a result against Arsenal today in the FA Cup final? We've got everything set to extended highlights and the AI thing that gives you more highlights as we get to the end of the match and all that sort of thing. Let's go and see the team that will face Arsenal at Wembley. And here is the team that faces Arsenal in this one. I'm yet to work out which shirts we'll be wearing, hence why I'm wearing the third shirt as it is at the moment. So the team that face it is a familiar side. We've come back to a 4-3-3 today. Whether it's the way to beat Arsenal, we will have to wait and find out. Henderson is in goal. It's Mitchell, Guy, Lacroix comes in, I think... we've had Drogosan playing in that place for the last couple of games. Manus is playing in that wing-back position. Again, Gertrudia has played reasonably well there on occasions in place of Manus. Wharton plays as the deep line playmaker with Kamada and Uche in front of him in midfield. Pino and Sarr are the wide attackers with Nketiah leading the attack up front. He's done so well so far this season. 26 goals to his name, 24 of those in the Premier League. We need to see him score some in the FA Cup. Here is his opportunity to do that. The bench then looks like this. It's Benitez, Gertrudia, Angori, Guy, Drogosan, Raksaki, Yarami, Lerma and Bireth. And here we are at Wembley playing a 4-3-3. Arsenal also playing a 4-3-3 today. They've made one change. That change in goal, Kepa comes in for Raya, and I presume that is because he is their cup goalkeeper. Liverpool last lost in the Carabao Cup final back in March, 1-0. And game underway. We get another highlight fairly quickly. Timber, Zubamendi and Rain is back for the final day of the football season. Martinelli goes out to Declan Rice, and Manu sort of half won that ball. It's a bit half-hearted. No silly antics here. That one cleared up field, but only as far as Calafori. Timber. Saka. Oh, didn't fall. Gabriel. That's all been Arsenal so far. Saliba. Saliba goes back to Kappa. Gabriel. And cut out by Manus, who was on the right wavelength there. Manus pulls it back. He's got Sarr in support. Manus. Wharton wriggling around. Kamada tries a shot. It's blocked. Gahey comes marauding forward. Mitchell chips it across for Sarr. Heads it back in. But Kepa collects. Rolls it out to Saliba. Zubamendi. Gabriel. Arsenal moving it around nicely. Calafiori. And again, Martinelli having a bit of a mare there. But Kamada tidying up. Lacroix. Manus. Sarr. Sarr puts it into space for Uche. Uche pulls it back. Sarr. Uche goes into, and it wriggles around and goes out for a corner. Saliba out to Timber. Odegaard. Lacroix cuts that out. Mitchell. Henderson fires one long. Timber pushes his man to the ground. Who was he pushed down? Pino. Will he pick up? No booking. Ten minutes in. A ball there. Wayward ball. Uche picking it up. Pino. But Pino is robbed. And they're coming on a very strong counter-attack here. Saka. Always dangerous. Pulls it back for Odegaard. Crosses it in. It's headed away. And Sarr, don't know what he went backwards there. It's gone for a corner though. Declan Rice going for it. We've had 5 shots. Not got anything on target yet. We've tested the goalkeeper. That one's going out wide. Martinelli keeps it in. Pulled it back for Declan Rice. And Manus gets a boot in. Just punts it upfield. We could do with breaking out of defence. Pino winning that ball. Pino's brought down by Odegaard. And he's told to pack it in. Gahey to Lacroix. Lacroix comes forward. Uche. Uche goes out wide to Pino. Pino into the area, has a shot, but it's over the bar. Manus in defence. Lacroix. Mitchell. Gahey. Mitchell getting attention from Saka. Pino comes backwards. Wharton out to Mitchell. Mitchell inside of Pino. Back to Mitchell. Trying to create space for Pino. And could have a penalty here. VAR will check it. Pino brought down. It is a penalty. And, well, it's Uche to take. And he sends Kappa the wrong way. And we take a lead on 22 minutes. First shot on goal. Uche sending Kappa the wrong way. 1-0. And Martinelli on the ball as Arsenal try and get a response. Timber goes out wide to Saka. Odegaard. Odegaard marauding forward. Oh, Mitchell's pulled him down. It was outside the box. Mitchell's told to behave himself as well. Arsenal again, and we just keep seeing Arsenal attacks. Zubimendi playing as the defensive midfielder today. Martinelli goes around his man. Manus, though, tidies up. Stayed with him. Still on. Bukayo Saka. And it was blocked somewhere there. Somebody went to their knees, but no penalty. Throw into Arsenal. Arsenal had 63% of the possession so far. Saliba cut out by Mitchell. Pino. Wharton goes out wide to Mitchell. Mitchell, who had that injury earlier in the season, and he came back and made that wing-back position his own. Good save by Kepa. Kepa rolls that out to Odegaard. Saliba, and Arsenal will try and attack again. Cut out by Sarr. Off his feet, but it was a good tackle and a ball given away. Martinelli's in, but he misses that far post. In fact, I think there must have been a save there. As we approach half-time, 1 minute added on at the end of this first half. Giving the ball away, but Mitchell wins it back. Kamada, Pino, back to Mitchell. Pino to Mitchell. Nketiah, Wharton, Manus. Manus goes to Wharton. Wharton goes out wide to Sarr. Cross it in the area. And question whether there's an offside there. And Nketiah puts it away. VAR looking at it. It's a goal. It's 2-0. And, well, we go in at half-time with our heads up high and one hand on that trophy. Arsenal trying to get back into it. And so far, we've thwarted them. Mitchell, again, must be a whistle very, very shortly now. Wharton, Kamada, Pino. Is there time for a third? Nketiah. It's half time. And a very perfect half. We didn't have a lot of possession, but we had 9 shots, 3 on target. They've had 5 shots, 2 on target. They've had dominated pretty much that first half. We've had 15 minutes of it, but we are 2 goals to the good. Uche from the penalty spot after 22, and Nketiah from a Sarr cross a minute into injury time. Well, can we go on to lift the trophy now? We'll find out. And we're underway for the second half. They've made a raft of changes at half-time. Gokares is on as well, and he's a thorn in our side. Gokares has gone up front. Pino brought down again by White, who I think has come on. Pino crossed this ball in. Manus was the person he was looking for, but it was headed away by the defender. And we are going to get the corner. Kamada to Pino. It's a short one. Headed in. Gabriel heads it away from Lacroix. Into touch, and Mitchell with the throw in. Throws it in. Uche's brought down, but no penalty. It's won fairly, or deemed to have been won fairly. Martinelli. Skelly. Lewis Skelly. Moving it around, looking for a way through. Odegaard goes out wide. Manus is there. Brings it down. Crossfield to Gahey. Kamada out wide to Sarr. Sarr goes round his man. Sarr, who's had a very good latter part of the season. Punched away by Kepa. Kamada. Pino wasn't far away. And the highlights sort of continuing. Kepa from the restart. Goes out wide. Odegaard. Out to Saka, but Saka can't get there as it skims off the surface. Mitchell with a throw-in. Wharton to Lacroix. Lacroix goes out to Sarr. Oh, and Sarr, he almost tried too hard then. I think he thought he was going to go around him again. Martinelli, Rice, Lewis Skelly. Martinelli is brought down by Manus. Manus, I think, may... Oh, no, he's just been told to behave himself. A corner. Declan Rice with the corner. Arsenal good at set pieces, as we know. Ooh, how that didn't go in, I'm not too sure. It come off the crossbar. And there was a bit of panic in the defence there. This one swung in again. Headed away this time by Gay. But Odegaard is there. Rice. Was he offside, though? This he was offside. Coming up onto the hour mark. Henderson with a goal kick. Headed forward. Gay tidies up, though. Pino. Mitchell. Mitchell inside to Kamada. Pino. Mitchell goes on a bit of a run now. Mitchell. It's Randy's man. Chips it in. Shot away, but it was blocked. Gokares gets it out wide to Odegaard. Saka puts it into space for Gokares, but it was cleared not convincingly. But the block came in there. I think it was Wharton that got the block, and it's gone for a corner. Declan Rice on that far side. Chips it in, headed away. Mitchell will clear upfield. Kamada's there. And I would have hoped we'd have gone on a quick counter-attack, but it didn't happen. Sarr, Uche. Uche out to Manus. Manus, Sarr. Uche. Uche crosses this in, looking for Pino. And White headed it away. Declan Rice and Martinelli are off. Uche. Uche goes out wide to Manus. Manus pulls it back for Uche. It was a bit high and wide. Virgili pulls down Nketiah. And a free kick ensues. Wharton to Sarr. Pulls, come back off the woodwork. And I think it was Nketiah put it away again. And we go 3 up. And surely now we have hands on the FA Cup and we've done the double. That was through. Come back off the woodwork. And Nketiah was the first to respond. Ben White didn't attack it. Should have put it out for a corner. But Nketiah was there and puts it in the back of the net. 3-0. Odegaard getting us back underway again. Virgili. White. Surely Arsenal can't get back into this. We just need to be very good. Pino trying to keep him at bay out there. That's straight into the arms of Henderson. Henderson launches a long one. Never like it when he does that. But Nketiah heads it down to Uche. A fourth goal would absolutely finish it off. Sarr cross it into the area looking for Nketiah, who's now on a hat-trick once again. And Gyökeres couldn't control that ball and it's gone out. Manus with the throw into Lacroix. Uche. Morton. Lacroix. Back to Henderson. Henderson comes out of his area. Mitchell. Pino. I thought he was going to put a through ball there for Nketiah. Oh, he's been brought down. That's got to be a penalty. And Pino, that's the second penalty he's won today. And they've caused him all sorts of problems. And it is another penalty. Nketiah will take this because he's on a hat-trick. Can he put it away? This to finish it and make the FA Cup safe. He has put it away. It's 4-0 and we've won the FA Cup, I think. Nketiah emphatic in putting it away. Kepa went the right way, mind you. Put it away, but it was just too high for him. And 4-0. And Arsenal wouldn't have expected a trumping like this. Odegaard gets us underway again. Highlight continues. Goes out wide to Virgili. Odegaard. Virgili to Odegaard. We'll need to make some substitutions possibly in due course. Zabamendi is cut out by Wharton, and that's how we've been all day. Wharton launches one looking for Nketiah. Nketiah is there. And question whether he's brought down again. Goodness me. Saliba. Kepa. Just shows you the problems that we've caused them. 2 penalties. Gyökeres goes out wide to Saka, who's gone on the other wing. And Sarr just sort of like holds him off. And the ball goes out. Gyökeres. Lewis Skelly. Cut out by Uche. But not convincing. Uche wins that ball again. Nketiah. But Marino, who was backtracking, picked it up. It goes out wide. And it's too far in front of Bako Saka. Henderson. It's almost like we're watching the whole of this match. We're not. But it feels like it for Gilly. Cut out by Pino, who's had a fantastic game. Nketiah. Pino. I'd like to see him score, to be fair. Pino. Mitchell. Mitchell brought down by Virgili. And he gets a yellow card. Rightly so. Pino crossed this one in. He's headed away. He's gone for a throw on that far side. Manus with the throw in. I'm presuming nothing's come up, so I'm presuming Pino was all right from there. Lost that ball though. Lacroix comes across field. Lacroix. Mitchell. He seems to be okay. Kamada. Pino. Kamada puts it into space for Pino. Cross it into the area. Nobody there though. And Saliba doing good defensive work. Wharton goes out wide to Manus. This has been a good team effort. Manus caught out there a little bit. Gyökeres. Guy. Marino had to backtrack to win that ball. And Manus keeping Saka at bay. This ball in, cut out by Mitchell. Gay. Pino. Mitchell. Pino. As we come forward again. At Virgili I'm suspecting Pino is probably just a little bit tired. Go, Chris. As we hit the 75, 15 minutes left. And Gocrest not having a good day. Gahey just gets rid. Lewis Skelly headed away by Kamada to Nketiah. Uche. Uche comes across field. Mitchell. Pino. Pino to Mitchell. Kamada. Kamada finds, or looking for Sarr. Didn't find him. Gocrest wins the ball. And trying to keep Bakasaka out there. And Bakasaka's brought down by Uche. Odegaard with this free kick crosses it in, and Henderson had to get rid. It was dipping, and we have made 2 changes. I'm not sure how that stayed out. Come back off the post, I think. Wharton punts this one forward. Nketiah trying to get there. Not going to make it though. Sleeper, Gabriel. Marino, Lewis Skelly, and Sarr brings down Saka and gets away with it. No yellow cards. Lewis Skelly with the free kick as we approach the 80-minute mark. They're not going to score 4 goals, I don't think. Something's got to go radically wrong if they do. Virgili is in though. Virgili is cut out by Gay, who's also had a good game. Yarami, who's come on, I'm not sure what that was, heads it straight to an Arsenal player. That one too far forward for Saka. And the highlight continues. I think it's because it's on this AI mode. We've almost had constant in this second half. Odegaard goes out wide to Saka, who brings it under control. Gertrudia playing out there today. Playing out there now. Manus come off. Virgili stopped by Mitchell. Yarami finds Mitchell. Mitchell comes forward. He's had a good game. Mitchell puts it into space for him and it's cut out by White. And it's a corner. Kamada with the corner. It's a low one. Not getting past the first man. But Yarami there is to tidy up. Yarami. Mitchell. Mitchell goes across field. He's got Gertrudia there. Gertrudia around his man. Cross in. Kamada. And Yarami puts it away. I think he was offside. I do think he was offside. He looked like he was offside. He was beyond the defence. Oh, no, he wasn't. Oh, no, he wasn't. And, yeah, that's definitely the FA Cup. It's all done and dusted. Ooh, wasn't much in it. Wasn't much in it. But it's been given. And Yarami's come on and scored. .83 on the clock now. Lewis Skelly. Gabriel. To Lewis Skelly. 5-0. What a result. I just need to keep a clean sheet now would be the answer to all of this. And I think Yarami gets a yellow card for bringing out Virgili. As we enter the last 5 minutes of this normal time. 5 to be added on. Yeah, it's we've just made 2 changes. I've just realised. I'm not going to make any more changes. We're that close to the end of the game. Mitchell, Kamada, so engrossed with this. Gahey, Lacroix. Is there a 6th goal in this? Gertrudia, Sarr. Sarr's been brought down on that far side by Lewis Skelly. It's going to be a free kick. And it is nearly time. We're going to get another trophy lift. Ben White crosses it for Skelly. FA Cup. It's the double. Marino into space, but Lacroix tidies up. Gokares just has not had any potence today at all. Henderson fires this one long. And that is that. We have won the FA Cup, boys and girls. Do we get a trophy lift, please? Or maybe I'll press the button to stop us from getting the trophy lift. We do get a trophy lift. I was a bit worried then that we weren't going to get it. FA Cup, doesn't it? That looks a bit funny. FA Cup. And the second trophy lift in a row. Double winners. And it almost wants you to carry on the series, doesn't it? Don't forget, you need to thumbs up. If I get 10 thumbs up, I'll make sure we extend the series for another season. You almost want to see this side do more. And the lap of honour. It's all over. We only had 39% of the possession. We had 39% of the possession in the first half. They had 61. We had 16 shots, 7 on target. They had 10 shots, 4 on target. 4.13 on the XG. They had 0.86. Probably should have scored a goal, but we managed to keep them out. They had no clear-cut chances, interestingly. They had 8 corners. Yeah. 2 yellow cards against our 1. All in all, their average rating was 6.3. Our average rating 7.6. Nketiah getting a hat trick. I did say let's see him score in the FA Cup. He scored in the FA Cup. So it was a resounding win at Wembley. We've got a double win, boys and girls. And so to our final roundup. And the headline is Odegaard, no match for Wharton. Crystal Palace defeated Arsenal to win the FA Cup in a game that had plenty of talking points. It was Adam Wharton's performance that caught the eye of pundits. Crystal Palace manager Mark Just Offside was able to use Wharton in fine effect as a defensive midfielder that allowed the team to move between 2-3-1 wide and a 4-3-3 shapes in and out of possession respectively, while many people had expected the likes of Martin Odegaard to make the headlines. Those tactical tweaks rather nullified his efforts, and instead it was Wharton emerging as the name that everyone was talking about. So Wharton has picked up the pundits in this one. It says Just Offside, one of the top English managers. Interesting. 2 times in 3 years for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace board happy with the FA Cup win. Crystal Palace lift the FA Cup. Classy and Nketiah on form. That's pretty much the headlines. We've rounded off the season. And actually, the last time we actually physically lost a match was on the 17th of February in the Champions League against Napoli. A 1-0 loss in that one. And then we've just driven on, really hadn't lost. We dropped 2 points against Brentford in a 1-1 draw. But apart from that, we've won every single game. And that has been the thing that has propelled us into Premier League champions and FA Cup champions as well. I am very, very pleased with the end of the series and the fact that we've picked up the doubles. Don't forget, if you really want to see me continue with this series, you can leave a comment down in the bottom. Also, give me that thumbs up. I want 10 thumbs up. I know it sounds very much. Nobody thumbs up in my videos, but 10 thumbs up and we'll continue the series or pick it back up if after a period of time off. Say give it a few weeks. And if we've got 10 thumbs up, we will carry on with the series and we'll pick the series up again at the start of next season. So if you have enjoyed today's episode, in fact you've enjoyed the series, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Where Eagles Dare as they are released. And of course it's only one more episode to go. That's coming out. I'm not sure where it is. I think it's on Monday. Let's just check my schedule. Yeah, it's Monday. End of series review. And then hopefully we will tell you what the new series is going to be. Best way of keeping up to date on what's happening on the channel is to follow me on X at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the series finale in the next one, as we finish the series. It's been a good end to the series, and then a news about the new series. Join me for that. Until next time, goodbye.